Welcome, welcome, my sister. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Welcome, fellow Biafrans. Thank you for joining. Thank you for connecting wherever you are joining from. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining. Please share the video on your platform. Share the video any place you belong as you share. Share the video on your own platform. Share the video to family and friends. Share it on your WhatsApp group. Wherever you belong, please kindly share the video so that we can be able to go into the discussion. It is very important that we talk about this issue. This is something that concerns every one of us as Biafrans. We will never allow it to die off. Thank you for connecting. Thank you for joining wherever you are joining from. I appreciate you. I thank you for connecting. Please share the video on your platform. Share the video any place you belong. Don't be distracted. No matter the attack that is coming to the channel, to the broadcast, don't mind. We will continue until Biafra comes. Thank you for joining. Thank you for connecting. I appreciate you wherever you're joining from. Thank you so much. Yes, today we have to talk about an issue that is very, very important to every one of us. This is something that concerns us when it comes to the issue of our freedom. We must speak about it. We cannot let it lie low. It's something that concerns every single Biafran, not only the Biafrans, even the Soludo ones and the Middle Belters. It is very important to remember and know that today is sit at home. Monday sit at home that the Biafran people have embraced and taken upon themselves to continue to witness. It happened today. But today's sit at home is special. Very, very special and different from any other sit at home we have been doing in the past because of the way it falls in. Because of some issues that surrounds the sit at home. I can tell you that the sit at home today is a kind of referendum in Anambra State. The sit at home today is a referendum in Anambra State. And I thank Chukwu Okike-Abiyama. I appreciate Chukwu Okike-Abiyama who had made it possible that every single one of us could stand firm, could speak loudly, and let this caliphate know that we cannot be bought over anymore. They cannot continue to deceive us. They have tried several times to deceive us with their propagandas, with their lies, with their deceit. Each time they come with this deceit, sometimes most of us buy into it. But I thank Chukwu Okike-Abiyama that today, the Biafrans in Anambra State, more especially Anambra State, I have to specify in Anambra State because you and I know that there is a battle in Anambra State. The caliphate decided to plant an imposter in Anambra State to see that they can be able to deceive us, to see if they can be able to distract us and make us begin to reason differently from the way we are reasoning. I have been talking about this from the beginning of this year that in 2022 that we are in is an electionary year. And in this year, there will be more confusion. There will be more deceit. There will be more killing. There will be more disruptions on the struggle for Biafra. And you are seeing it play out. I have been saying it from time to time again that the person that you are seeing in Anambra State is not a Messiah. Some people were happy that they have seen a Messiah, referring back to some broadcasts that Soludo have done in the past. Soludo as a person might be a good man. Soludo as an individual must be a good man. But as long as Soludo have sworn to protect the constitution that is enslaving you, enslaving me, you cannot trust him. He can't be trusted. The same chain that is holding every other politician in Biafra land is today holding Soludo down. That was why Soludo came to challenge the Biafrans and tell us that sit at home have stopped, that we must not sit at home today. But I thank Chukwu Okike-Abiyama that the Biafran people have spoken loudly enough to let him know that we have chosen Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and freedom. not Soludo. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has been chosen. We have chosen the freedom of Biafran people and not Soludo, the caliphate messenger. Soludo today we have proven to Soludo today that we are not slaves and we can never be slaves. In Biafra land, we have kings, we have princes, we have princesses, we have queens everywhere in Biafra land. We are not slaves and we never ever be slaves. If anybody thinks that he will enslave Biafran people, if you think you're going to enslave Biafran people, you have something that's coming, because it's not going to work. Every Biafran all over the world are standing up to the challenge of the caliphate, and we have stood up to defend ourselves. Defending ourselves not only in words, but in action. And Anambra State have taken a lead. I appreciate every person in Anambra State, every man or woman in Anambra State. I appreciate you. You have made us proud today. You have made us proud. You have shown us that it is not all about that we can't be played along anymore. We can't be played around anymore. That we are awake. We are very much awake. Soludo came to make an announcement that the sit at home have stopped. That nobody should sit at home, that people should come work on Monday. But today we have witnessed the greatest sit at home than ever. Go and check the media. You see the report that people are making. Even their conventional media are making the report showing that the sit at home today have been greater than any other sit at home we have seen in the past. That is a movement on the right direction. Every Biafran has to stand firm. Consistency is the key. Our Supreme Leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said it. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said it, and he mentioned it in every of his broadcasts. He shouted, he said, consistency is the key. When you have the truth on your side and you're truthful, you know what you're pursuing. You have to be consistent in your requests. That is the only way freedom can be achieved. And I thank Chukwu Kabiama for the kind of consistency we have seen in Anambra State today. Against all odd, against all intimidation, against all attack, against all propaganda, against all blackmail, against all the Fulani camouflage and films. Biafran people have stood their ground and told them that all we are asking for is freedom and nothing else. May Chukwu Kabiama continue to guide and protect every single man and woman in Biafra land today, mainly Anambra State. I mention Anambra State because that is their target. Today, you have seen the reason why they planted Soludo in Anambra State. I said it from the onset. When Soludo come to contest, when people were shouting, talking about Afghan, whatever, I told them that Soludo, some of us have forgotten that Soludo is an inner caucus of Muhammadu Buhari. He was appointed by Muhammadu Buhari as one of his cabinet, as one of his economic team. Soludo was appointed by him. And do you think that somebody that Muhammadu Buhari appointed will come to do something different from what Muhammadu Buhari wishes? He cannot go against the wish of Muhammadu Buhari. And you and I know that the major enemy we have in Biafra land is Muhammadu Buhari. He is trying everything possible to see that we are being held down. Muhammadu Buhari and co, they are trying to make sure that they sweep the issue of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu under the carpet. They are trying to make sure that they squash the issue of Biafra. They make sure they take as many lives as they can in Biafra land. That is the agenda of Muhammadu Buhari. And today, you have seen that Soludo have come openly to declare war against the Biafran people. I say it and I say it again. There is no single person that calls him or herself a politician in Biafra land that is standing with the masses. They are not with us. They are on their own, serving their slave master, the caliphate. And they would do anything to protect their bank account. All these people will do everything possible to protect their bank account. That is why you must not trust them. When they are telling you to go to the right, go to the left. When they tell you to go to the left, go to the right. When they're making any promises, do not listen to their promises because they are a bunch of liars. They will never tell you the truth. This same Soludo who is standing today against the Biafra struggle, who is coming today to tell us to stop the sit at home that was meant to show our grievances for the detention of our Supreme Leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, to show our grievances for the kidnap and detention of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in DSS, the torture of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that he is going through. Even as you're watching this video, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is still going through torture. They are torturing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu on daily basis. This Soludo today that is trying to stop that sit at home for the freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have made a video in the past. 2015-16, when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was arrested the first time, Soludo knew very well. He spoke openly that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was innocent. He asked a question: why are they detaining Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? That Mazen Nnamdi Kanu does not deserve the punishment that is meted to him. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu does not deserve the torture that is being made to him. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was treated badly. Soludo that you see today was speaking boldly. We didn't know where he was coming from. We thought he was for good. We didn't know that he was watering the ground for his political career. He was just watering the ground for his political career to see the way he's going to move. That same Soludo, go and ask Soludo, that thing that Soludo saw in 2015 and 16, has that problem been solved? Ask Soludo, did Mazen Nnamdi Kanu get justice after that detention? Did Mazen Nnamdi Kanu get justice? In that 2015-2016 that Soludo was speaking out for the unconstitutional leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and was saying that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was treated badly and was saying that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu does not deserve the treatment he was being given. Ask Soludo where he is today. Did Mazen Nnamdi Kanu get justice in that country called Nigeria? Soludo went further in his speech, calling on the elites to look into the matter of Biafra, calling on elites to listen to the voice of the Biafran people. Today, Soludo has become an elite. Instead of Soludo demanding for justice for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Soludo is stopping the justice of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The kidnap of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu today, the kidnap of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya and his extradition to Nigeria and the torture in DSS today is the continuation of the 2015 episode. It is not a different thing. It is the continuation of the 2015 episode. That very 2015 that Soludo was speaking up when he wasn't the governor, when he was still trying to plan his way, what are the ground for him to go into politics. That same thing that Soludo was saying that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was tortured, it is the continuation of that torture that is going on today. Today, Soludo has become a governor. Instead of him using his power as an elite, as the chief security officer in his state, to speak up for that man who he has spoken up for when he wasn't a governor. Today, he is trying to shut people down. Those who are speaking up for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Soludo have come to declare war on them, to shut them down and tell them not to sit at home. That is how evil a politician can be. That is how evil politics can be in that country called Nigeria. It doesn't matter how genuine you think they are. Sometimes you see them coming from an angle, you think they know what they do. They know what they are doing. They are playing their games. They know how to play their games. When they are pursuing that the agenda of serving the caliphate will first of all send them to come and woo their people. They are going to woo you with different kinds of sweet words, just like Soludo did. Soludo started with sweet words. When he come on, he began to visit places, telling us sweet words, stopping the revenue connection, going to visit prison. But ask Soludo, after visiting the prison, how many members of IPOB, how many Biafrans have been relieved? How many Biafrans, you as the chief secretary of the state, who know that some of your brothers have been jailed illegally in your state that you are a governor? You knew this from 2015. You spoke about it. Today you are a governor. How many people have you released since then? What comment have you made since then? You didn't do anything. The first thing you started from is to make sure you destroy something that is working, to stop the issue of sit at home. Exactly. Soludo didn't know where he was going. Anambra is the firstborn in Biafra land. The firstborn, unchallenged. Our eternal leader, Dim Odumegwu, is from Anambra State. And if you think that Anambra will not support Biafra, you better think again. If you think you can play the game of Hope Uzodinma in Anambra State, prepare for what is going to happen. You cannot even finish one tenor. Anambra State will be so hot for you, Soludo. It will be so hot for you that you won't have a place to land. I thank Chukwu Okike that the Anambarians have proven today. They have proven today that they are the firstborn. With all the threats, with all the challenges, with all the blackmail, with all their military, with all their beautiful words from their caliphate governor, Anambra people stood their ground. Go and check the videos. Main markets was closed down. Even when he went to the extent of holding meeting with the leaders of the market, he went to the extent of holding meeting with market leaders. He went to the extent of forcing the gatemen to open their gates. They opened, but everywhere was dried up, including his government house. People did not come to work, including Anambra State government house. People did not come to work. What does that tell you? That Biafrans are ready to go. They have deceived us for a very long time ago. There have been so much deception. So much deception in the struggle of Biafra. So much deception. And it surprises me that same Soludo who we saw in a video, Soludo spoke in a video. It is not a blackmail. In a video, Soludo spoke openly in a video. And he said that if any politician think that they're going to use the struggle of Biafra for politics, that they're wasting their time. That the generation that we're in now, the Biafrans that are fighting now, the IPOB of today, they are not people you can push around. Soludo knows that very well. He said it with his own mouth. The video is still out there. Soludo by himself said that if you think you can be able to play with the struggle of Biafra as a politician to buy your political agenda, either to make yourself a governor or a president, and you think you can use the Biafran struggle for your selfish interest, that it is dead on arrival, you cannot succeed. But it's so unfortunate that the same man who made that comment by himself, that same Soludo today, is trying to use this Biafran struggle to benefit himself. He's trying to build his political career on Biafran struggle. It is so shameful that these people never learn. Politicians in Biafra land never learn. They are not ready to learn. They are not ready to learn. Look at the one starting from what do you call him, Peter Obi. Peter Obi that people are seen as a saint. Peter Obi sacrificed even his own Biafran brothers. In his own regime, Biafrans were killed. He did nothing. He didn't probe anybody. In the regime of Peter Obi, Biafrans were massacred. He didn't do anything because he wanted to be a president in time to come. Today you see him walking from pillar to pole. He wants to be a president. He wants to be. Who is going to give him president? Who? From where? It doesn't matter how clean you think you are. It doesn't matter how you serve the caliphate. You must return back in shame. You return home in shame. You must return home in shame. It doesn't matter how you serve the caliphate. You return home in shame. Today, Peter Obi is gallivanting from all corners. He has come out again. He wants to contest the presidency. When he knows fully well, even he dreams. Look at the former governor of Anambra State. When he was there, in his presence, he even gave the land of Anambra State. He tried to give land to the Fulani. Obiano tried to give land to Fulani. Obiano took members of Mieti Allah and put into his cabinet, and he was bold to say it. Obiano was serving the caliphate completely in Anambra State, up to the extent of putting a bounty on the head of a Biafran president. When you kill a Biafran, you pay 500. That is how much the life of a Biafran worth. A drunkard like Obiano put a bounty on the head of a Biafran. 500, only 500,000. 500,000. That is what the life of a Biafran worth to Obiano. But today, he's out. Immediately he stepped down from the post. Today, EFCC arrested him. They ridiculed him. He is now swimming in his shame. And if care is not taken, he will end up in jail. That is what you get when you serve the caliphate. And today you see Soludo coming to take the same step. Starting with the intimidation of his own people. Instead of addressing the issue. What stops Soludo from following the normal procedure to address the issue, address the cause of the sit at home? Soludo knows the cause of the sit at home. He knows it. Even before now, before he became a governor. Soludo knows fully well the cause of the sit at home. Soludo knows our demand. That all we ask for, we are not asking for money, we are not asking for anything, we are not asking for anything. All we are asking is to let Mazen Nnamdi Kanu go. The unconditional release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the only thing Biafran people are asking for. And as soon as Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is being released, we'll see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu broadcast from Afaru Beko, his father's house. Sit at home will stop automatically. It doesn't need any nuclear science for you to be able to know that. Even a layman in the street knows why the sit-at-home is holding and the solution to sit-at-home. But instead of addressing the issue, Soludo came and began to say that people should stop sitting at home. That is how evil they are. But I thank Chukwu Okike that Biafrans have woken up. Biafrans can no longer allow their blood to be shed because of one Nigeria. What they do all the time is they try to use the blood of Biafrans to hold their one Nigeria. Each time you see them talking about one Nigeria, they are looking onto Biafrans to take the life of Biafrans. Each time you see them preaching one Nigeria, what they are pursuing is how to take the life of Biafran to satisfy their evil of one Nigeria. Their one Nigeria is built on the blood of the innocent. Today, Biafrans have woken up. The firstborn of Biafra, Anambra State, they have spoken in a loud voice. They have chosen Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the freedom, and they refuse Soludo and his caliphate. That is what happened today. Referendum in Anambra State. Anambra State have conducted their own referendum. The whole Biafra land today have experienced a greater sit-at-home than ever. Biafra land experienced a greater sit-at-home than ever. I speak about the issue of Anambra because Anambra own is special because of the threat that is coming from Anambra. Because of Soludo, Soludo went to the extent of holding meeting with market leaders, threatening the workers, threatening the students and all whatnot, threatening the transporters. Against all those threats, Biafrans stood their ground. Because if you disobey, they are going to use you for sacrifice. But Biafrans have refused that they will not be used for sacrifice anymore. They are the one that will send you to come out, and coming out, they will send their unknown gunmen after you to kill you. But I thank Chukwu Okike that now, today, they can no longer play that game with us. It can no longer work. It can no longer stand. We must get our freedom. And it's very close. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter the angle they are coming. Biafra must definitely come. And it's not going to stumble or sit at home. What I am praying is that the way we are carrying the Monday sit at home, everybody should rise up and take it to Tuesday, to Sunday. Let us take that Sunday sit at home. Take that Sunday so that all those GOs and big pastors will start speaking. They will start crying. I want all those pastors, all those GOs to begin to complain the way Soludo is complaining today. Let all of them begin to join their own voice. This is how we can get our freedom. This is how Mazen Nnamdi Kanu can be released. Do not forget, we are not only stopping on the economic sanction. Don't say because of the system. Economic sanction will continue. We have to hold strong on that economic sanction. Economic sanction. The way for us to free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and the way for us to get our freedom is very plain and clear. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have given us the foundation. He laid the foundation. And I thank our brother Simon Ekpa, who is building on the foundation of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Simon Ekpa is building on the foundation of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. How is he building on this? He is building on the foundation of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu by consistency. Being consistent. That is what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu taught us. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu taught us to be consistent. When you are doing something, continue to stand on what you are doing, what you believe that is going to work. Continue to stand on it. And Atachuko Kebere will have somebody who has a voice, who can be able to stand, support, and promote what is going on, and make sure that Biafrans will not fall aside. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect every single Biafran. Our brothers and sisters in Biafra land, they are taking the bullet for those of us who are in abroad. They are taking the bullet. It's not easy. If anybody tells you that it's easy, the person might be deceiving you. It's not easy. It's a difficult task. But Biafrans are paying the price. It wants it. Go and check. You see several videos. Several videos where Biafrans has come out to say that they are giving up this Monday. That it was the sacrifice. That is the only way our voice can be heard. No other way. That's not what that means. We cannot protest. If we protest, they will unleash all their military might on us. They have been doing it. They have been doing it, and they are ready to do it anytime, any day. But we have decided to choose another means. Sit at home, and every single Biafra embrace it today without being enforced, without anybody enforcing it. There was no member of IPOB anywhere. There was no ESN anywhere enforcing it. But Biafrans stood their ground. They stood at home because they know what is about to come. They know what they want. We know what we want. Soludo, this is the beginning of your end. This is the beginning of your end. But there is still time. If Soludo want to regain his influence, if he want to be relevant, if Soludo want to be relevant, he should do the needful. It is not a rocket science. If Soludo wants something he wants to do to be relevant, he knows what to do. If you think stopping the sit at home will make you relevant, you are a time waster. If you think trying to stop the sit at home is what is going to make you relevant, you are a time waster. You are wasting your life. If you want to be relevant, what you have to do is to speak up for the struggle of Biafra. And let me tell every one of you that is watching, share the video in all platforms, share it to family and friends, share this video to your family and friends, share it in your WhatsApp group, any group you belong, share the video. Let the people hear us. Share the video so that we can be able to encourage our brothers in Biafra land. They are doing a marvelous work. We encourage them to do what they are going to do, what they are supposed to do. We have to encourage each other. That is the only way we can overcome them. The enemy that we are up against, is not joking. They are not playing, and they are not relenting their effort. The enemy we are up against are ready. They are ready, ever ready to fight to finish. They are not stopping anytime soon. If you think that the enemy we are up against is going to stop anytime soon, you better think again, because they are not stopping. They are not stopping. Go and tell Soludo, if Soludo want to be relevant, let him speak up for the Biafran struggle openly. Time have passed when you will tell us you are doing something on the ground. Anybody that is telling you that he's doing something on the ground is a deceiver. Anybody in this Biafran struggle of today, anybody that comes out and telling you that he or she is doing something on the ground is a deceiver. He's just working for the caliphate. He's a deceiver. Biafran struggle have passed the stage where you'll be doing something on the ground. If you want to speak up for Biafra, speak up openly. If you want to speak for Biafra, let us know that you stand for Biafra. Time have gone when people will begin to sit under their table and you tell us you are doing something on the ground. We are no longer on that stage. At this time, when the symbol of justice in Biafra land, the symbol of justice, an innocent man who is speaking for the masses, the symbol of justice, the only legitimate and genuine man in Biafra land, who has not committed any crime. He has not been arrested in any place of the world. He has not been found wanting in any part of the world. No police across the world have invited him for any interrogation. An innocent man, they went to Kenya and kidnapped him against his will. Sent him to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition, and they continue to torture him up to today. He is going through torture. And yet, no single elite in Biafra land is speaking out openly about the intimidation of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Today they are preparing and talking about their stupid Igbo presidency that is dead on arrival. Igbo presidency that is dead on arrival, that will never ever come. They are speaking about it. They can speak about Igbo presidency openly, but you cannot speak about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the man that made you relevant. The man that made you relevant, the man that gave you a face to talk about that presidency. The man that made it possible for you to open your mouth and talk about that presidency. You cannot speak out openly about his release. Then you want us to follow you. You want us to listen to you. You want us to believe you. You must be mad. You must be mad. Time have passed when you tell us you are doing something on the ground. There is nothing to do for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu on the ground. There's nothing to do on the ground. If you want to fight for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, come out openly and speak and condemn the evil that the Janjaweed is mentally against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. When Muhammadu Buhari was speaking of Boko Haram, Muhammadu Buhari was not doing underground work. When Muhammadu Buhari, the late Muhammadu Buhari, when he was speaking of Boko Haram appointed him as a spokesperson and he was speaking out openly. He wasn't doing anything on the ground. Muhammadu Buhari spoke openly and said that any attack against Boko Haram is an attack against the North. He wasn't hiding it. Most of the northern elite, they were speaking up. When Goodluck Jonathan unleashed unleashed the military and tried to wipe away the Boko Haram, they came after him. They pushed him around until they removed him. But today, what do you see? in Biafra land, you see politicians inviting the military by themselves, and they are proud to say it. Politicians inviting military against their own people, the people they are supposed to protect. It is not because the people kidnapped anybody. It's not because they raped anybody. It's not because they demanded for ransom. It is not because they committed any crime. Simply because they are telling the people whom they are. They are genuinely asking for self-determination. Self-determination. A genuine right of every living human being on the planet Earth. Supported by international law. Supported by African Charter law. Supported by their so-called Nigerian law. Yet, because of that, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya, sent to Nigeria through extraordinary, and is still facing torture up to today. And no elite is talking about it. They feel it's okay. You see them gallivanting, talking about Igbo presidency. Every Igbo person, every Biafra must pray. Pray hard and pray that you never have any Igbo presidency. If you have any Igbo presidency, we will suffer more. We will suffer much more than we have ever seen. If you have anybody, any politician that is coming to contest for you, it doesn't matter whom he is. It doesn't matter the kind of title you give him. Go and bring anybody that you feel is genuine, is neutral. Make him the president of the caliphate, an Igbo person. We will suffer much more than we have ever suffered in our life. This is why, if you are a Biafran, pray hard, pray hard. If you can fast, and pray that there will never be anything that is called Igbo presidency. The issue of Soludo must have taught you a lesson. Soludo is an example for you. Soludo, who was speaking up for Biafra. There are so many videos online. You can see where Soludo was speaking up for Biafran issue. Talking about the way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was treated. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed no crime. Today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has the continuation of that very trial is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still suffering today. They are still torturing him. And nobody is speaking anything about it. That's a man who spoke up of it today is fighting against people who are airing their own opinion for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And he have refused to address the arrest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He had said nothing about it. Instead, he is concentrating on stopping people from speaking, concentrating on trying to demonize people, concentrating on pushing people aside. Pray that you never have any Igbo. If you have an Igbo president, that is when the Biafran people will suffer much more than they have ever suffered. That is when Biafran people will lose more life than they have ever lost. The only solution to our freedom is referendum. Referendum is not the call of war. When we are asking for referendum is not the call for war. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never called for war. He never established army. Even when Biafrans have able men and women who are ready to stand as Biafran military, we have able men and women who are ready, ever ready to serve Biafra in the war front. But yet, our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, being a peaceful man, very peaceful and gentle man, has decided to follow the genuine path, has decided to take the peaceful path to ask for referendum. Referendum to have self-determination for the people. The only thing he tried to establish was a security outfit, the ESN, to protect us from what is going on in the contraption called Nigeria today. ESN was established to protect us from the destruction, from the death that is coming, that have come already. This death you are seeing today, what is happening today was why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu established the Eastern Security Network. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knew that we have nobody to protect us. We have nobody to defend us. He knew nobody will be there for us. Every one of you saw what happened in Kaduna. You saw what happened in Kaduna. Broad daylight, bandits were riding with their bike in huge number, entered airport in the wrong way. They stopped the flight from moving. In broad daylight, airport. If there are no security in the airport, where else will you have a security in this planet Earth? If there are no security in the airport, that Bangi can be able to ride into the airport, get into the wrong way. If they cannot secure airport, where then you think they can secure? And these people who are telling you that the bandits have been wiped away, the Boko Haram have been defeated, these have been repented and repented. They have repented and now they are in the city with their bikes. Airport is not being built in bush. Do you know how many checkpoints these bandits crossed before they got to the airport? Do you know how many security checkpoints that the bandits crossed before they were able to get to the airport? Airport, with every security in the airport, even the airport authority with the security they have, with all their satellite they have, airport authority are supposed to see the bandits coming, even up to 50 miles ahead. They are supposed to see the bandit 50 miles away. Why they were 50 miles away? The airport security are supposed to see them 50 miles away. But these people were able to walk through all the security checkpoints and got into the airport. Just imagine within yourself, if these people capture a plane and drive the plane and take off with the plane. Ask yourself, what will happen? Every one of you, maybe some of you have forgotten the 9/11. Now you saw what happened in 9/11. During 9/11, United States with all their security outfit, United States with all the security they have, you saw what happened in 9/11. Plane was hijacked and they flew into the most secured area in the United States and destroyed lives. And some of you will be telling me that in Boko Haram cannot be able to fly plane. Who told you that Boko Haram cannot fly plane? You think Boko Haram are just illiterate, that they don't know anything? You think? There is no kind of weapon on the planet Earth that the Boko Haram members they cannot be able to use. Boko Haram have people who are training them. Even in United Kingdom, they are having training in United Kingdom. They are training their military men in United Kingdom. They are training their flight officers. They can drive a jet, a jet. They can fly a jet. There's no kind of armor tank that they cannot drive. So if you think that maybe that the Boko Haram cannot be able to drive this, you are wasting your garden time. It's better you wake up. Wake up if you are sleeping. You better wake up. You better wake up. For those of you who do not want to join the struggle, you don't want to speak up for your own people, the Oduduwa people, the Biafran people, the Middle Betans, you are sitting on the fence, hoping of one Nigeria that will kill you. You are waiting to see yourself in the grave before you speak. You think it's over. This is just the beginning. What happened in Kaduna is just a sample. They are testing the waters. That is how they do. Boko Haram they have succeeded in testing the waters. They started with testing the whole barracks. They have tested all the whole barracks and they have seen that they will be able to penetrate into barracks. There is no barrack they cannot go into. They tested up to the extent of going to the NDA, the most secure place you have in the military. They have gone there and they succeeded. Nobody was captured. They went to the barracks. They have taken over some barracks. Nobody was captured. Today, they have made another move. They tested the water again. They tried to go into the airport. They succeeded in going into the airport, driving the wrong way. None of them was captured. Nobody was arrested. They are testing the waters. Wait until when you hear the news that the Boko Haram have hijacked a plane. That Boko Haram have hijacked a military plane and they are flying it. Wait, that is the only news you are waiting to hear. You saw what happened in Afghanistan. Afghanistan, United States, with all the military minds they have, with all the experience they have, Afghanistan was run over within few hours. Within hours, it was taken over. Let alone in the contraption called Nigeria, where you know that they do not have military. They don't have military. The whole genuine military you have in Nigerian army, they have been slaughtered by Boko Haram. The only people you see in Nigerian military today are members of Boko Haram. Those people, they see them parading as repentant Boko Haram. You saw a few weeks ago, you saw the video they released. 559 members of Boko Haram reintegrated into the military. You saw the video. 59 members of Boko Haram reintegrated into the military. They said they rehabilitated them. Those are the kind of military you have in Nigeria today. The genuine ones have been slaughtered. The genuine ones have been eliminated by that same Boko Haram that they are giving uniform. They bring them in, they give them uniform, they go to the war front. In the process of fighting, they will turn against their own fellow military and they will be executing them one after the other. Most of them have been executed. Most of the genuine military, you don't have any genuine military in that country called Nigeria. And those of them you see in Biafra land are all members of Boko Haram. All the military you see in the southern part of Nigeria, they are all members of Boko Haram. No one is exempted. No one, they are all members of Boko Haram. The few of them you see them, few of them there who are from the southern part of Nigeria, who are even speak Biafran language. Some of them have been. These are the people who have sold their soul to the enemy. These are the people who are still alive. They are still alive because they have sworn an oath to protect the caliphate. That's why they are still alive. And they introduce them, they mix them up to come and kill in their own region. There is no military in the contemporary Nigeria, no military anywhere. And you are still there sleeping. It is not business as usual. I thank Chukwu Okike Abema, who has given us that knowledge to stand up. Chukwu Okike Abema, who has spoken to Biafran people through our brother Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is doing a great job. He is doing a wonderful job. Chukwu Okike Abema have used him to wake us all up, to continue to follow in that foundation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has been building on it. Simon Ekpa have been building on that very foundation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, building very, very strong on it without looking back. With all the attack, with all the distraction, attack from east, west, north, and south, distraction from all corners, yet he is not deterred. He is not shaken because Chukwu Okike Abema is involved. He's not doing it, it's not by his own will. It's not because he's too smart, not because he's too strong, but because Chukwu Okike Abema's hand is there. Chukwu Okike Abema will always choose a leader for his own people. He will always choose somebody he will always choose a spokesperson for his people. And today, we are no longer crying. We are no longer only complaining and talking. We are defending ourselves on the ground. We are defending ourselves on the ground. And in case Soludo don't know, if Soludo wants to turn Anambra State to Imo State, let him prepare for himself. Let him get ready. But Anambra as a first son can never carry last. Anambra as a first son, if you dare Anambra State, the homeland of our eternal leader, Dim Odumegwu Ojukwu. Our eternal leader fought gallantly, even unto death. He never stopped talking about Biafra. Even while he gave them the chance of the political solution. Even while, go and check some of the videos where he did when Abga was doing campaign. Some of the videos where Abga was doing campaign when Dim Odumegwu Ojukwu was around. In most of his speech, he will tell them, let my people go. In most of his speech, you will see him where he was shouting, let my people go. Let my people go. What does that tell you? He never stopped the fight. He never stopped fighting until the last minute when he died. And the flag of Biafra was on his casket, if you don't know. He was buried with Biafra flag. And today, the spirit of Biafra is awakened again. Defending Biafra land. And Biafrans are ready to defend. We cannot fold our hands and watch these criminals, these imposters who call themselves politicians, continue to take the life of innocent Biafrans on a daily basis. We have lost a lot of souls. And we cannot continue to lose souls. We have lost a lot of life, and we cannot continue to be on that path. The time has come when the Biafran people will stand up and say enough is enough. And that time is now. That time is now, not tomorrow. And I have to plead again. I plead and I plead to our brothers and sisters in the riverine area. Our brothers in the riverine area of Biafra. Those who are brothers in the riverine area, it is high time you play your own role. You have a role to play. You have a role to play. The people on the mainland are playing their own role. Those are Biafran brothers and sisters in the riverine area. You have a role to play. We are heading to the economic sanction. And in the economic sanction, you have a major role to play. We don't want any oil production. We want to cripple the oil production to zero. To zero. All the militants in our referent area, they should wake up. It is no longer time for kidnapping. It is no longer time to ask for ransom. It is no longer time to begin to talk unnecessarily. It is no longer time for negotiation. All our brothers and sisters in the referent area, the militants, you have to wake up and stand your ground. This is time to shut down every production if you want your freedom. We must shut down every production. The time is now. The time is now. As you see the whole world focused on Ukraine. They focus on Ukraine. Why they are focusing on Ukraine? They are hoping on the gas that is in Biafra land. What does that tell you? That we have a stake in the world. But how can we be able to make sure that our voice is being heard in the world? The only way that we can make sure that our stake is being brought at the front border is by speaking up, is by acting. If you don't act, nothing will change. If we do not act, nothing will change. It is not only by talking, we have to act on the ground. I must appreciate everybody in Biafra land. You are acting, but we need to do more. We need to do more. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, I could remember in one of his broadcasts, he said that when he went to United Nations to negotiate for the issue of Biafra, when we were talking about the Biafra, when he was meeting some people over there, they told him, what are you doing? They told Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, what are you doing? What was the question? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said he's pushing for so many things. They told him, go and start doing something on the ground. If you are not doing something on the ground, United Nations is not going to come. International community is not going to come. But when they see things happening on the ground, they are going to come. That is what the white people you are waiting for, the white people you think that will come and give you political solution, the white people you think that will come and free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they tell us to go and do something, begin to do something. It is what we do that we call them to come. And it brings us back to civil disobedience. Civil disobedience. It is the masses that will release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Our freedom is in our hand. Freedom is not being dashed to people. You take freedom. You take it. You take your freedom. You don't beg for your freedom. You take it. It is yours. You take it. You don't beg for it. The right thing to do is to take your freedom. Don't beg for your freedom. Take your freedom because it is yours. It is your right. You don't allow anybody to deny you your freedom. It doesn't matter who he or she is. It doesn't matter where they're coming from. It doesn't matter the angle they are speaking from. You take your freedom. Today you see everything that are hidden today have been exposed. Initially, when you see all these politicians doing what they are doing, you'll be wondering, why is it that a politician in Biafra land will come and begin to fight against somebody who is trying to give him a face, who is trying to secure the future of his unborn children? You'll be wondering why. But today, it has become more clearer. Every attack you have seen against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has been because of their so-called political ambition. Today, you see all of them coming out to declare for presidency. The last person that just declared now is Wike, the Hitler in River State. The Hitler in River State has come to declare for presidency. He wants to be the president. This was why he used Obibo. He used Obibo to get his ticket for presidency. This was why Nyesom Wike could be denied Nyesom Wike, somebody who knows very well that the blood that is flowing in his vein is the blood of the Igbos. The blood of the Igbos is flowing in his vein. He's an Igbo man. Nyesom Wike denying Igbos because of the declaration he just made yesterday. He wants to be a president. Nyesom Wike wiped away indigenous people in Obibo, took a lot of lives. So many of them are still in prison today. So many have not been discovered. So many have disappeared, who cannot be seen. And when that thing was happening, some of you were wondering, even myself was wondering, how could Wike be this wicked? How could he have such a heart to take the life of innocent people for no just cause? For no just cause, only claiming that they were attacking military. Even when the NSAS was happening all over the country. NSAS happened all over the country, but the only place where Biafrans were massacred in the name of NSAS, even when it wasn't Biafrans that were holding the NSAS, Wike went ahead to sacrifice the blood of Biafran people because of the declaration he just made yesterday. Today he has come to declare for presidency. You see, every single one of them, Wike, Peter Obi, what do you call him? Dave Umahi, Rocha Sogorocha, you have seen what they have been pursuing. This is the reason, this is why they have all shut their ears to the cry of the Biafran people. Ojuzo Kalu, this is why they all shut their ear to the cry of the Biafran people. This is why they have never ever spoken up for the people whose lives have been destroyed in Biafra land. They have never ever talked to the criminal, to the armed robber in Imo State. The armed robber made a governor in Imo State. The Supreme Court governor in Imo State that was an armed robber who was saved from death row. He came out and he is taking the life of Biafran people, destroying properties and destroying property of Biafran people on different faces. Taking the life of Biafran people, destroying properties, burning homes, destroying businesses. No single elite that call himself a politician, not even one, has come out to condemn the action of Hope Uzodinma. Instead, what we see is that every time Hope Uzodinma, we go to Asarok to go and demand for more troops. But I think Chukwu Okabia never sleeps. Each time Hope Uzodinma go to bring the troops, before you know it, they will all disappear. Ask Hope Uzodinma, all those troops you go every time to bring, those battalions you go every time to bring, you go and ask for manpower, every time manpower. Where are you keeping all those manpower? Ask Hope Uzodinma, all those troops he's bringing, where is he keeping them? Where are they? Where are they? He continued to do that. Hope Uzodinma came out openly to boast that he was going to bomb his own people. And he did. And people think it's okay. Simply because we are asking for the release of an innocent man who they kidnapped from Kenya and sent to the Nigeria 2 extraordinary edition. Today he is undergoing torture. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is undergoing torture. Even as you're watching this video. As you're watching this video, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is undergoing torture on daily basis, day and night. And they have refused to say anything. Nobody is saying anything. Nobody is making a case for him. Nobody is speaking up for him. Instead, they are busy talking about irrelevant things. They are busy trying to bring one strategy or the other to make Mazen Nnamdi Kanu irrelevant. That is what they are doing. They want to make Mazen Nnamdi Kanu irrelevant so that people will not be talking about him anymore. That is why you see every time they open up their mouth, they'll be talking about sit at home, sit at home, sit at home, sit at home. Stop sit at home. They know that the sit at home is the symbol, one of the symbols that will make Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, one of the things that will make Mazen Nnamdi Kanu relevant. One of the things that will make the issue of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu remain in the front burner. It doesn't matter whatever they are doing. It doesn't matter what they're saying. As long as we continue to hold our sit at home strong, nobody will say anything apart from talking about the issue of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They can't run away from it. The international community will continue to look and they will see it. The world will be looking and they will see it. The Asarok will not have peace as long as we continue to hold our sit at home. That is why it has become a thorn on their flesh. Anyone that come up, they are fighting against sit at home. Anybody that comes out, they fight against sit at home. They think they can stop it. You cannot stop sit at home. The only solution to stop the sit at home is what? Go and release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. As soon as you release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, within the next few minutes, it's over. It's over. But the more you continue to force people, share this video on your platform. Share this video on your platform. Share it in your group. Any group you belong, share the video to your group. Share the video to your group, to any platform, to family and friends. Share it. Let people witness and hear from us. It is you and I that will encourage them. We have to encourage each other. We have to encourage our brothers and sisters in Biafra land. Mainly, we have to encourage each other. Every one of us has a responsibility. Every one of us has something to contribute. We have to continue to encourage them. Our brothers in Biafra land, our brothers and sisters in Biafra, they are paying the ultimate price. They are taking the bullet for you and I. They are doing marvelous work against all intimidation, against all attack, against all oppression. They are standing their ground, demanding for the unconditional release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It is not easy. If anybody tells you that it's easy, it is not easy. It is a great challenge. But Biafran people, knowing what they are fighting for, they know that it's not a fight for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It's not just a fight for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It is a fight for our future, for our unborn generation. That is why we cannot stop. That is why we cannot stop. It doesn't matter what anybody is saying. It doesn't matter what anybody does. We can never stop. We continue until Biafra comes. Until Biafra comes. The only way to get Biafra, it is easy and simple. Easy and simple. The only way to get Biafra, easy and simple. Continue to do whatever you are doing that is working. Consistency. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said it. The foundation have been laid already by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have laid a perfect foundation. What I am doing today, I learned it from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The broker so many of us are making today, we learned it from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, speaking up and telling the world what is happening in Biafra land. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu laid that foundation. The truthfulness that we are holding on to today is established by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The consistency that we are holding on to is established by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have laid the ultimate foundation that is going to give us Biafra. The only thing we are supposed to do is to build on that foundation that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have laid. That is why I appreciate my brother Simon Ekpa. I appreciate my brother Simon Ekpa so much because he is building on the foundation that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have led. He is building on the legacy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for being truthful. We know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as somebody who will not keep silent when Biafran people are being killed. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be silent when he hears that something happens to any Biafran. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not keep silent when he hears that an innocent person is suffering. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not keep silent when he hears about intimidation. It is the same thing that our brother Simon Ekpa is doing today. Each time there is a destruction in Biafra land, our brother Simon Ekpa will come out and talk about it. Each time there's an obstruction, each time there's a problem, each time the Biafrans lose their life, Mazi Simon Ekpa comes out and he will roar. He will shout, he will cry for the loss of life and what is going on in Biafra land. And he has made every one of us to stand firm, to keep that fire burning. What we are supposed to do is to encourage him, not to discourage him. What we are supposed to do is to encourage him and not to discourage him. He has a very big platform, a platform that Chukwu Okeke himself have established, fortified, that cannot go down. Chukwu Okeke himself established him, gave him that knowledge, that wisdom, gave him that wisdom to stand firm and remain the way it is. And nobody can push him down. May Chukwu Okeke give us the strength and power to continue to fight until the last man standing. We will never relent in our effort. Remain consistent in whatever you are doing. Anything you are doing, remain consistent and continue to pray mainly for our brothers and sisters in Biafra land. Continue to pray for them. They are facing the bullets. We have lost a lot of people already, and we are not ready to lose anymore. That is why Biafran people have activated the highest level of civil disobedience. We have activated the highest level of civil disobedience. We will defend ourselves by all means possible. No going back. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter the attack they bring. It doesn't matter the language they use. It doesn't matter the bribe they bring. It doesn't matter the kind of language or the English they speak. It doesn't matter the strategy. They cannot push us aside anymore. And today, I thank Chukwu Okeke that the senior brother has taken up the lead. Anambra have spoken loudly. They have chosen freedom. They have chosen Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and reject Soludo and his caliphate. And that is how it's going to continue to be. We can no longer be deceived. We are awake. The Biafra of today is not like Biafra of yesterday. Every single Biafran have a role to play. The time is now. If you want to write your name in history, this is the time. This is the time for you to write your name in history. Do not allow them. Do not allow them. If we go back on our civil disobedience, that will be our greatest mistake. This is the weapon that the Janjaweed do not have a solution to. This is a weapon that the Janjaweed, the Britain, do not have any mathematics to stop it. Civil disobedience. This sit at home on Monday. Let us take it higher more. Let us make it much more tough. Let us make it a no-go zone. Let us make it a ghost town. Let us capture Sunday. Capture Sunday, and let these people who call themselves GO, let them begin to cry the way Soludo is crying today, the way Asorok is crying. Let the leaders of the churches begin to cry in the same way. Let us capture Sunday also. After capturing Sunday, the economic sanction, what are we waiting for? What are you waiting for? Economics, we will enforce it. You and I will enforce it. And we have to prepare. We have to prepare. Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for sharing. Please share the video. Share it to your platform. Share it any place you belong. Any angle where you belong. Share it. Share to family and friends. We will continue until Biafra comes. There's no going back. I appreciate every single person who have shared this video. I say, may Chukwu Okeke my guide and protect you. Every person that have shared this video from the beginning of this broadcast up to the end, I say, may Chukwu Okeke continue to guide you, continue to protect you and secure you. May Chukwu Okeke continue to guide and protect every single Biafran in Biafra land. May Chukwu Okeke guide and protect every Biafran in Anambra State that have fought today gallantly to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu name remains at the front. May Chukwu Okeke guide and protect all the Ududua people. May Chukwu Okeke guide and protect everybody that is genuinely fighting for their freedom in that country called Nigeria. May Chukwu Okike be my guide and protect our supreme leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Secure him. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they say. Any poison that have injected in the body of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Chukwu Okike will neutralize it. It will neutralize it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out hale and hearty, and he will join us very, very soon. Thank you so much, Edwin. Thank you for joining. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to join us very soon. No weapon formed or fashioned against us shall prosper. We must conquer. We must conquer. I thank you very much for joining the broadcast. I'm going to be coming again tomorrow to speak more on the situation of Biafra, to speak more on what we are going through, and share some other information with you. Please always join me whenever you have time on my broadcast. I will always come and set the record straight. I don't come here to preach hate speech. I don't come to attack anybody. I don't come to attack people. I don't come to speak against my fellow Biafran. I speak against the caliphate, against the British that is supporting the caliphate, against anybody that have said that Mazi Nnamdi cannot be free, will not be free. I set the record straight. I make sure that the plight of the Biafran people will remain on the front border, and the world will continue to see what the indigenous people are suffering in the country called Nigeria. That is what I do. We are not here to preach hate speech. We are not here to talk down on people. We are not here to push propaganda or blackmail. No. I am here to speak the truth and nothing but the truth, and I will continue to do so until Biafra come. And even after Biafra have come, we will continue to move on and speak up for the people to hear our voice. May Chukwu Okike be my guide and protect everybody. I will end the broadcast now so that we can prepare and join our brother Simon Egba. He's going to come online. I think he's already online. So we will join him and also to support him on his own platform. Tomorrow we'll come back again and speak and elaborate more on things that are going on. But remember, the economic sanction must be carried on. Do not stop. Anything you are doing, anything you know that you are doing now, increase it. Anything that you know that Chukwu Okike have put in your heart to do for Biafra. If you are supporting the ESN, support the ESN much more than you have ever done. No matter how little, no matter how big, support the ESN through Umeri account. Support the ESN, pay directly to Umeri account. Chukwu Okike, who sees in secret and in open, we see you. It is not only during the time of launching, it's not only during the time of fundraising. On your own, the information of Umeri account is there. You can pay into Umeri account to support the struggle. Support. Anything you can do. If you're fighting, fight more. If you're sitting at home, sit at home more and make it more tighter. If you're praying, add fasting to your prayer. Anything you are doing to make Biafra come, this is the time to increase the speed. Increase the speed, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must join us very, very soon. No weapon formed or fashioned against us shall prosper. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate everybody who have been patient up to this time. See you tomorrow by the special grace of Chukwu Okike. Thank you and stay blessed. Bye-bye.